Extreme weather events are wreaking havoc on Madagascar, including multiple cyclones that have already hit the island nation this year, sitting off the east coast of Africa. It is one of the poorest nations in the world. John Yang is back with a report on how it is ill-equipped to deal with the climate threats it now faces.
The cyclones that hit Madagascar in rapid succession were a double-edged sword. In late January, Cyclone Ana hit. In early February, Cyclone Batsirai. Their damaging winds and punishing rain washed out bridges, triggered landslides, and inundated large parts of the Indian Ocean island nation's coast.
We were in a bad situation. All the houses were destroyed. Water from the river and water from the sea rose. All the houses collapsed. We were really scared.
At least 175 people died and hundreds of thousands were displaced. Crops nearing harvest were destroyed. A blow for a nation with one of the lowest median incomes in the world, only $471 a year.
We know for sure that the rice field and rice crops will be damaged, will be lost. So this is the main crop for Malagasy people, and they will be seriously affected in their food security in the next 3-6 months if we don't do something immediately and we don't help them to recover.
But for the southern part of Madagascar, the rainfall came as a relief after intense drought for 6 of the last 7 years.
It was abundant rain, and there was a lot of wind as well. When rain falls, the hole that we get water from keeps water for about a week.
People and cattle alike flock to the watering holes created by the rain. The cattle to drink, the people to gather it to sell.
My job is to sell water. If I manage to sell water, we eat. If I don't sell any, we go to sleep hungry. My children don't go to school because they are hungry.
Part of what's happening with Madagascar's weather woes has to do with rising temperatures in the world's oceans.
90% of the energy that's being added to the Earth due to climate change ends up in the oceans, and it moves around, and it produces, extreme climate conditions in Eastern and Southern Africa.
Chris Funk is the director of the Climate Hazard Center at the University of California, Santa Barbara.
This is not something to believe. This is just basic physics that when the atmosphere warms up, the oxygen and nitrogen molecules that mostly make up the atmosphere move further apart. And so that allows more room for molecules of water vapor, of water, to be in the atmosphere. It can explain, or at least partly explain, both the intense drought there and also the increased frequency of extreme precipitation that we're seeing, in a lot of places in the world, not just Madagascar.
Southern Madagascar's droughts have dried out vegetation, driving a food crisis affecting more than 1 million people. With food options scarce and expensive, some resort to eating cactus flowers, even locusts.
Because of the drought, because of the sandstorms, this is a new phenomenon that has manifested itself in the last couple of years. Prices are skyrocketing because of the very poor agricultural production, and people do not have enough food to eat. They do not have enough money to have access to the food, and malnutrition rates are augmenting. These people have not contributed to climate change, but they're paying probably the highest price.
Madagascar's share of global carbon dioxide emissions is 1/100%. U.S. emissions, by contrast, are 13.5%. As world leaders met last fall at the climate summit in Glasgow, Scotland, the president of Madagascar pleaded for help.
We pollute the least compared to other countries in the world. This part of Madagascar is a victim of climate change, except they have not participated in it. The countries that pollute the most must help the countries that pollute less, so that we can, in my opinion, mitigate the impact of this climate change and also help the population in this part of the country.
For now, the focus of many is rebuilding after the storms and waiting to see how many more are on the horizon. Tonight, a fourth cyclone is bearing down on the island, and tropical storm season in the region lasts until May. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm John Yang.
So disturbing.